got a crack trying to like come beef with me.
All right, DJ Academics is
beefing.
He went hard on Mona. You know what? You know he'll talk a little bit to a dude, but when it comes to a lady, DJ,
he might throw hands with her for real.
He might throw hands with her. Academics calls Mona a crackhead.
Come beef with me. Yo, y'all over there at JBP. I got a crack trying to like come beef with me. Yo, y'all over there at JBP. I don't care. She can't talk. Shorty's a whole scammer. I got a list of clientele who they trying to spin the block on you. You know what one person said? Yo, Ack, I don't want to come on stream to talk to this scamming ass. I want to file a lawsuit. Just fund it for me.
Akademiks violates Mona in a series of well-calculated insults that represent an escalation in the war of words between two of the biggest platforms in urban media. This all started a while back when Mona would make her thoughts on Akademiks well known.
If you somebody like Akademiks, as big as his mouth is, you're going to say something about that being little because it's funny. Especially his build. He already built like a baby mom. I'm not a big fan of people that are like not.
You know when Mano called him chicken nugget? It just occurred to me what he meant.
Nah, she said he
built him spelled
like one big chicken. She say he built like a baby mom's.
Yeah, right. Everybody say that because he is. That's just a fact.
Damn, son, he a man though.
Some men got hips and stuff. He one of them.
He bubby.
In the streets at all, doing all street content. I just don't get that.
Mona, like many before her, had an issue with Akademiks. She doesn't like how he reports on the streets while not being from it. It isn't a novel concept and something she would echo on the show many times. Once again, she would vocalize it in a way that was disrespectful, highlighting how he was fat, he had a small member, and he looked like a chicken nugget, all types of ad hominem attacks. As time would go on, Akademiks would initially take a light approach to Mona and not go on a typical academic rant.
Then I'm seeing her talking crazy outside of her mouth. I ignored it like 3 times.
But last night, Akademiks went places that there's really no coming back from. He would play Tony the Closer's recorded conversation of Mona revealing her health issues and admissions of scamming.
She's talking about, I done scammed so many people. Keep in mind, this is a drug addict and a crack whore. You having a stroke and 2 seizures beefing with me?
Really, this was intense. As Mona...
Son, don't say nothing, son. You just told me don't say nothing.
No, I wasn't saying that to say anything. I was let it play out.
Let it finish.
Yo,
that's pretty vicious.
First of all, you ain't got no friends on the internet. There's someone that would expose that you said that to someone. If she said that to
maybe she said it. Maybe that's
right, and that's how the information got out.
So he spilled it.
Yeah, but they was beefing at the time. I don't know if they was back friends at the time or whatever, but that's some terrible. All I know is you ain't go that hard on Mano.
Right. No.
You ain't say none of that to Mano.
Yeah, nah. He kind of held his tongue.
Tried to make sure first before you said anything to Mano, you said I just want to make sure they ain't real problems.
Because it is for y'all over there, and I know you may know somebody that's close by.
No, he apologized before he started. He asked Mano, was it all right to raise his voice to him? He did. He's like, Mano, is it all right? Like, I'm thinking about being disrespectful to you, but I would like to know.
But to a degree, not high, but
not
like
enough that you would take.
Right, it'll be like undertones.
If you don't mind, would you like to play the internet game with me? That's what he said.
Please,
Mona, shut up.
You whore.
You fat crack whore.
Sonny,
that's basically what he did.
It's not funny, man.
It's not funny at all.
Mona revealing her health issues and admissions of scamming.
She's talking about, I done scammed so many people. Keep in mind, this is a drug addict and a crack whore. You having a stroke and 2 seizures beefing with me?
Really, this was intense. As Mona was saying she had a stroke and she didn't want to go die with any debts. Something that was pretty morbid, but also may have confirmed that Mona is indeed scamming people. He would also say...
We did hear a story or two about her not showing up, taking money for shows and double booking and stuff. Some bad business. Allegedly. We don't know if that's true or not.
Allegedly.
But when you dealing with somebody's health, lady, she when she had strokes and she trying to clean her life up, that's crazy to bring that up.
Nah, son, I told you they call keyboard gangsters. They get behind the keyboard and say anything, man. Get in them little rooms, but sometimes you be outside.
But once again when it comes to the dudes or somebody you think might reach out to you,
gotta bring it down.
I'm thinking about being disrespectful.
Is it okay if
that he would fund a lawsuit against Mona on behalf of the people that she scammed? I don't really believe Akademiks will get into this, but I do think that might represent an issue for Joe Budden, who has Mona on his show and is also seemingly frenemies with Akademiks. I do wonder how their relationship is, but I think that it's kind of business oriented, as Akademiks and Joe never really go off on each other.
I don't think Joe gonna do nothing. He gonna let it play out.
Yeah, why not? It's
good for the podcast.
Yeah, he gonna get it on the back and on the residuals.
Right. He don't care. Let them shoot. Let them do whatever they want to each other. He don't care. Yeah, right. Let them scratch each other, because that's how
Akademiks would also call Mona a drug addict. This is a attack on her character, though I don't have any clue if this is true. There are people who have said that she acts on the show in a way that's really jumpy, up and down. Maybe that's just her character, but Akademiks playing into it with this narrative is something that people might monitor. Another tried and true method.
We don't know if that's true. She got a slight frown. You know that frown I'm talking about.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, son. And we're looking at the picture right there.
That's what I'm saying. Slight. That don't mean nothing. You can have a frown and not be that, but a lot of times if you got that frown, it's a little bit. Very slight.
Akademiks would engage in is going directly at Mona's contribution to the Joe Budden podcast.
I do like the Joe Budden podcast. It's intolerable these days because I can't listen to Shorty. She dominates conversations with anecdotes that I don't care about. A lot of times I like to listen to Ice because he's at least giving a realistic music perspective. Ish gives life perspective. Joe, he's everything. Flip, comedic relief. Parts, my boy, he got really technical. I like that. This bitch just come with a bunch of like blabbermouth, sloppy, slob shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Gotta cut it up. Skip.
Now here he's playing into the idea that Mona is ruining.
He going in on her.
He is lighting her ass up.
He going in on her. I said, he don't do that with the dudes. When it's a girl, he go all the way in.
A lot of listening experience at the expense of other members on the show, like Ice, Flip, and Ish. Interestingly enough, Akademiks makes no mention of Mark, who is someone else on the Joe Budden podcast that Akademiks has been at war with. I believe this is really smart by Akademiks. When you're trying to get at somebody, you don't necessarily diss the person. You diss how they make their money. You play into the narratives about them that people already believe is true. Very, very similar playbook to what he did to Rory and Mal. Recall how with Rory and Mal, Akademiks would say, you're not an owner, you're not a boss, you're just beneath Joe, you're Jay-Z's pre-cum, you're on Joe Budden's nuts. Like, these are the things that Akademiks does. And if you're not really mentally prepared for it, it can bother you. And let's see if Mona can stand up to this verbal assault. Perhaps she can be capable of putting her phone down, but time will tell. Still, I've been watching Akademiks.
You think you're gonna make Mona cry? She's saying tough.
She a woman. She probably at the house by herself. Probably.
Think so? She a tough.
Oh yeah. She a Philly chick, right?
Yeah, she's made a clap back. She'll be fine.
Akademiks long enough to know that this is the tactic that has the most dangerous impact on Mona. As just like Joe Budden, the narratives that Akademiks says take deep roots and get echoed throughout the internet. And another key point to note is that Akademiks most likely is scanning the subreddits of the Joe Budden podcast and other message boards to observe what the fans are saying to weaponize it. So that's one thing you got to understand is I don't think Akademiks is coming up exactly with these talking points. He's reading the message boards, he's reading the Reddits, and he's seeing all of the comments people have about people feeling that Mona is long-winded, she takes over the show, she doesn't let other people speak, she doesn't pass the ball.
So he just trying to hit her where it hurts. People already talking about this, that, and third. So even if you don't feel that way, he just gonna go with what the crowd is saying because he knows already.
He just doing the observation.
Yeah. So he going, yeah, because that's bothering her. For a large portion of the crowd, it's like, yo, she sucks. Why you bring her on? Blah, blah, blah.
So the ill thing, the flip side of that is, what if her co-hosts come out or they be like, nah, man, it ain't like that. They be like, yeah, for real, that's how we really feel. But that Axe said it, we ain't said it.
I mean, that's how it could be taken if nobody defends her. Because you know how some people get like that. Like, oh, you didn't defend me.
Right. Especially women.
Yeah.
Visible to anybody who watches the show, but the Reddit is where people get to see well thought out arguments about why that sucks and is ruining the show. Another key point to highlight is that in this exchange, Mona would speak on Akademiks in a pretty measured response earlier that was far removed from her initial words on Akademiks.
Y'all waiting on me to respond to that big, thick stud Akademiks. Y'all got me f***ed up. Well, I wish I would. Look how you called me a scammer. You're a rat. Look how you called me a scammer. You ratting in your comeback. Your comeback is radish. You fat rat stinking. You go to events, you can't even be the scene. You got to be in the background. You come to the events when you come to the events through the back and sit in the back with everybody that's sitting in the back because you can't sit in the front because you scared because you like going back and forth with them. Say it to my face.
One thing that was off in this earlier response is that she would accuse Akademiks of going back and forth with a woman. But this was an issue for me because she was the one that initially had sparked this whole verbal tennis match. She initiated the conflict, and now she's getting a lot back. But it seems like,
man, this is true.
Yeah,
this is true. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
You can't dish it out. You can't take it.
You sure started.
She wants to take the exit ramp, but we'll see if she fires as a result of this crazy rant. And I can't help but think that Mona isn't articulating any new thoughts about Akademiks and is reintroducing many of the same talking points.
Gotta do some research like he did. Go to the Reddit.
That had been heard before.
What does haters say?
My guess is Mona will leave this alone, but my knowledge of Akademiks is that he will be shooting at Mona anytime a negative headline about her circulates and call her a scammer, addict, and everything that the Mona.
He said she had a stroke and 2 seizures or something like that.
Right.
That's cold blood. That's personal, man. It ain't
said it so casually.
Nah, he didn't say. He was screaming when he said it. Like, I can't listen to this.
You out here stroking out?
What I look like talking, that ain't cool, man.
Those ops call her. But let me know what you think in the comments. I was listening to this and I thought, damn, this is a real big escalation into something that I think initially started as some fun, go lucky, you can shoot at me. But now it really represents something where folks are going to have to choose sides. Folks are going to have to choose sides. And the person that I'm going to be watching is Joe Budden. Will he ride openly with Mona?
He don't got to. He don't got to.
No,
he can sit back.
Yeah. You know what that's like? That's like, let's say you are a CEO of a record company. I'm just used for example. Right. And you have an artist, but your artist is wild.
Right.
He drug addict, he robbed, he steal, he just...
Right.
All that publicity, all of that attention, that just sells records.
And if he gets shot, you get all his publishing.
It's
even better.
Well, son, wait, I won't go there. But yeah, you are speaking truths. But what I'm telling, what I'm saying is, for Joe Budden's disposition, for his position, rather, he can watch this whole thing unfold either way. He gonna eat off of it either way.
Right, ain't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, it don't matter.
He probably hope we keep going. Thanks,
right.
You brought something to the table.
Right.
Because that's what they selling anyway, drama. Yeah. Not completely, but definitely a part of it.
A part of it, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely.